It's Bernard. So, I've just finished The Last of Us 2 and I thought it was a masterpiece. I don't know what is going on the internet. This game is getting an unholy amount of hate, mainly due to the fact one of the main characters dies. I don't know what the fuss is about. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic world where lots of people die. There's zombies. It is so dark. And so many people died in the first game. So, it makes sense. Okay, I get people are upset. I understand everyone liked Joel. He was a nice guy. I liked Joel. Okay? However, he was a very flawed individual. He admitted in the first game that he got up to some pretty nasty things to survive. I mean, that's one of the things about this game that I think is just so unbelievably amazing. It's like the only people that are really left are the survivors. And the things that a lot of these people have to do to survive is it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. But, it's what you got to do in a world where, well, there is no system, there is no government, and there's nothing. It's just zombies and it's chaos. So, that's something that I really loved about the game. And yeah, it was a shame that Joel went. But it was relevant to the story, and it was a shock. This is the thing. In a world of sequels and prequels and remakes, we need stories that are original. This is an original story, and we need stories that kind of shock us and surprise us. And this was a very surprising thing to happen, and the way he went. Oh my God, it was so brutal. I was like, what is going on? Like, it was so dark. Like, this game is so dark. Like, it makes you uncomfortable. And that's what's like so amazing about it. It's just you're just so on edge. It's like you don't want to play it, but you do want to play it. The characters are amazing. Now the person that killed Joel, her character, all right. Apparently, the actress been getting death threats. Real human beings in the real world have been sending an actress death threats because of the actions a character made in a fictionalized game. Honestly, people are bonkers. What is going on? What is going on with people? Like, losing their minds. It's just, why are you doing that? Like, it literally makes no sense. Also, like, what doesn't make any sense, I really don't understand the hate that people are like spewing on this character that killed Joel. Her motivations for killing Joel are exactly the same as Ellie's motivations. At the start of the game, okay, you're playing it from Ellie's perspective, all right? You've just seen Joel be brutally murdered. You're pissed off. You're angry. You want revenge. The first half of the game, you're doing it through the perspective of Ellie, all right? So all you want to do, you want to find every single person that was involved in Joel's death, and you want to kill them. You want to kill them all. You don't care. You don't care. You don't think about them as human beings. You don't think about the fact that they may have loved ones. You just want to kill them because they killed someone that you cared about. The game flips. You think the game's going to finish. I mean, you play the game for 15 hours. You think, oh, I'm almost done. I've killed everyone. But no, that's just half of the game. Then you start playing as Abby. You play from Abby's perspective, and then you find out Abby killed Joel because Joel killed her dad. And Joel killed everyone in that hospital to get Ellie out. Ellie could have cured humanity. She has the cure. But, it's a 50-50 thing. That's the thing. That's the thing that was so great about the first game. It's Joel's motivations. Joel loves her. Loves her like a daughter. So he wants to get her out. They said, oh, it's 50-50. Oh, yeah, she's going to die. So she will die, but it's 50-50 whether it's going to save humanity or not. So it's just like, well, 50-50 percentages aren't good enough for him. So he has to get her out. And unfortunately, he has to kill quite a few people to get her out of there. At the end, he comes across one lady who's, she's just kind of like, let me go. And he's like, no, because you just come after her. And that's exactly what they would have done. Seeing these perspectives from both of the characters and just and living it as well, because this is the amazing thing about video games. Like you're literally living it, and you're living those perspectives, and you're just seeing the things that have happened to them in their lives that have like motivated them to do what they do. And you kind of only see Abby killing Joel and you just think she's a horrible person, but in fact what Joel did to her was just as bad, if not even worse. When you're playing through the game from Abby's perspective, you start to get to know all those characters that you were killing as Ellie. All these people that you were mindlessly killing, that you were actually getting, as a player, you were getting satisfaction out of killing because they killed Joel, a character that you love. Then you play it from Abby's perspective and you start to get to know these people as human beings, and you start to like them. You understand their motivations and what makes them tick, and they're all good people. Their paths have crossed in a really messed up way. And then you get to that section where you're confronting Ellie, and then you want to kill Ellie. Ellie's killed everyone you love. She's killed your friends. She's killed one of your love interests. She has killed a pregnant lady. She's killed a dog. Ellie has gone in. Like, she's done far worse than what Abby did. I mean, Abby killed one person. Now, you want to kill Ellie. And as the player, you want to kill Ellie. I wanted to kill Ellie. I'm like, what is going on? It's just, it's a head fuck. Then, Abby has the opportunity to kill Ellie, and she doesn't. She doesn't do it. And she lets Ellie go. Then she has the opportunity to settle down with a girlfriend and a child, and she still won't let it go. She can't let it go. She has to find Abby. As the player, I'm frustrated. I'm like, no. Why are you going to kill Abby? Abby's let you off. Abby could have killed your girlfriend, and she could have killed you, but she chose not to. And you killed all of her friends. Then you get the opportunity to kill Abby when she's weak, by the way. She's been crucified for like 2 months. She's got no muscles. She's weak. You've caught her at the best opportunity. It's like shooting someone in the back. You threatened to kill her daughter after Abby could have killed your wife and chose not to. And then you still keep going. And I'm at this point, I just don't like Ellie anymore. I don't like Ellie anymore. I'm annoyed. I'm Abby camp, which is why I'm so confused that the internet hates Abby so much. Like, Abby's a great character. Abby's a beast, man. Like, not only when you're playing her, she's hench. She's got all the heavy weapons. She's next level. She's killer. And she's like decent, and just Ellie, just the vengeance and the pain, it's completely consumed Ellie, and she can't let it go, and it's ruined her life. Then she, after trying for the second time, she realises that it's not going to free her from the pain that she feels. It's just really thought-provoking and moving. It's kind of, I guess, like a bit of a throwback to the first one, Joel lost his daughter and was just lost and empty and wasn't fulfilled. And then he found Ellie. He found someone that he could raise, and that gave him purpose. And Abby's found a girl to look after, and now that's given her purpose. And Ellie's a bit lost. The game just finishes with kind of Ellie just kind of walking away from an empty house, and it makes you wonder what the third game's going to be about, because there's definitely going to be a third one. I'm hoping that Abby's going to have a big role in it. It's kind of about her getting to the Fireflies, the people that are left, and then I hope it will have Ellie also going to the Fireflies to kind of do what she set out to do in the first game, and kind of cure the world of the disease and the virus. Really depends what gamer you are. I used to be a huge gamer back in the day. I don't really play video games that much anymore, just takes up too much time. But there's ones that really pull me back, story-driven ones. I'm all about story. I love films, I love TV, and games that are of this quality. I think it's the peak of entertainment. You can't get higher. It's interactive storytelling, and the quality of the stories are incredible, just as good, if not better, than anything you see in film and television. All the characters, you care about every single character, and when they go, you're shocked. You're completely shocked. You actually care about these characters. There's so many films you watch and people dying, you're just like, don't care. I don't know enough about them. With this, you do, and you care, and that is something that should be commended. Naughty Dog, just are so good. They're so good. They're not only masters at making incredible games, they're masters in storytelling. The storytelling is fabulous. I guess I've got to commend Neil Druckmann as well. I guess he's the director and the storyteller. So well done, Neil. If you're watching, probably not. And a bit of a long shot, Naughty Dog. If you are watching this, all right, I'm a filmmaker, videographer, video editor, storyteller. I want to make a documentary of you making a game. I don't know if you saw the God of War documentary, and it was fantastic. It was a good documentary. It was a nice story. I was very immersed. However, the execution wasn't that great. It was loads of there was lots of phone footage, etc. I could do a Naughty Dog styley documentary for you. So I would love to do that. It would generally be a dream come true. It's just, I think they spent 7 years making this bloody thing. 7 years. And just the details are crazy. The fact that this could be getting any hate, it is a head scratcher. I think it's one of those things, people love to hate. It's popular. If something's so successful and so huge, people, they've got to find holes in it. They've got to pick at it. For no reason, but maybe because it's cool to do, and it's what everyone else is doing. People being sheep. And there's this phrase I love: "Don't follow the masses. Sometimes the M is silent." And it's exactly what this is. Load of arses being idiots. It's a great game. It's a masterpiece. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you need a video, go to itsbernard.com.